So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're about to get into a battle of the. So when I was doing my ride or die complexion products for the complexion corner yesterday, I remembered I had the lip bar, or the LB quick conceal caffeine concealer in the shade 4 cappuccino. And then I was like, well, the Marc Jacobs says it has extra shot caffeine. It's a concealing foundation, and I have the shade tan 330. So I was like, well, let's see which one I like better, because I really like this one. If you all remember, I love the Marc Jacobs one, but since this one was so tiny, I ended up putting it away in a drawer because I didn't really like the foundation. I forgot about it, so I was like, we're gonna compare them side by side today and see how this goes. So let's go ahead and get putting both of them on. Now, you know, the lip bar is much more reasonable. I try to remember to put the video up there. I'm kind of pressed for time right now because it's like 2 o'clock, and I still got 2 more battle of those and 2 Instagram looks to do for you all today, so I ain't got time to like be reading fancy stuff and all that. But I have a review on this and I have a review on that, so I just try to make sure I link them up above so you can get all the info on all these products. This is currently on sale for $27 now, random side note, and I'm pretty sure this was $15. Do not quote me though, but I know for sure that the Marc Jacobs is on sale. So we're gonna start with Marc Jacobs on this side, and then we'll put the lip bar on this side. Only thing that sucks is I can't conceal my nose today, because it's like I gotta do this whole battle of the side by side. And Adriangameover isn't coming home till tomorrow to my release, so I can go ahead and actually film this video for you all. So, because I was concerned that I was gonna have to do all these next week, because when Adriangameover comes home on Sunday nights, I try to make sure that I come home on Sunday night. But since Adriangameover isn't coming home till Monday night, I'm like, I can go ahead and film these, come back here and do this, and then like 7, 8 a.m. I can go back home and, you know, take a shower and get stuff done that I need to get done, like, 'cause I have laundry I need to do, to be able to have stuff to wear to my weekend job, because since I already wore it there, obviously I don't have it at home to clean it because it's here with me. So I'm gonna go home Monday and do all of that. Anyway, let's start off with the Marc Jacobs side, since that's when I've had on the longest. And I'm gonna just flip the sponge to the clean side when it comes to the lip bar, or the LB Beauty, because I believe that's what they changed their name of the company to. Okay, so let's pat it on. And I love this concealer. I feel like it's just such a beautiful color underneath the eyes, especially once you get your powder on. It's just like, it'll be that perfect brightness that I'm looking for. Okay, y'all, so let's flip it on over. So I blend out the lip bar. So yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, this one just gives a more yellowish undertone to it, and a little bit more brightness than I feel the lip bar does. Let's go ahead and put our second coat on, because y'all know I always gotta do 2 coats. I can't just do one. One will not do. I need 2. Especially with the fact that I work 7 days a week. We need to be trying to cover up all of that. Now, my regular job, I don't try to cover it up. I'm just like, whatever, you just don't see what this is. But like at my new job, I'll be like, let's cover it up and, you know, try to pretend like we've had sleep. I do feel a tingling sensation when I do put on the Marc Jacobs one, so I don't know if that's supposed to be the caffeine rushing to my face or what. But I do feel something. Let's see if I feel something when I put this one on. Yeah, I feel a little rush when I put this one on as well. This side just feels a little bit more hydrating. Okay, so let me zoom in so y'all can see the color difference. I always zoom wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like this one just is a little bit brighter than this one is. But I'm hoping like the powder will make them look evened out, if you will. Because last thing I want to do is look like I got two different concealers on these eyes. I mean, I know I do and you know I do. But I feel like I don't want the rest of the world to know I do. Not that it's that big deal. I don't feel like people will really be paying attention. But it's like, you know how you know something and then you be like, well, does everybody else know it? To me, it'd just be kind of like one of those moments. That's when it's kind of like, I don't want it to be, but you know. So I'd prefer to do with this brush because I feel like it gives better coverage with the brush, but it's like I only have one concealer brush that's similar to that, and I didn't want to give it the unfair advantage of having that concealer brush and then the other one didn't because I wasn't trying to contaminate products. So I'm like, we just gonna leave it how it is and just lightly blend underneath there. So I just flipped it over as y'all saw to come over here and blend out the lip bar so you can't even say I used the exact same side because we did not. And you just saw. I'm going to use the butt to blend out the edges on the side of my face though. And underneath there. Okay, so this will be looking like. This one looks a little bit brighter. This one looks more true to my skin tone. So, I mean, if you're a person who likes a better, true to your skin tone color, you'd probably like this side better. I'm more about this side, but we're going to take the La Mer, not La Mer, the Laura Mercier powder in Translucent Honey, and I'm going to use that to set underneath the eyes. So, and all the places I highlighted on my face. It's my first time using this powder in a while because, as y'all know, I test out a whole bunch of powder, so I just decided to use a powder that, you know, I normally use to highlight my face for once instead of, you know, one of the newer ones. But I get the newer ones that break. And that's some of the tried and true stand out and remind me why, you know, they get to stay here rent free. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I mean, you can definitely see a little bit more brightness on this side, but, you know, I feel like it's not enough to where people will be able to tell I have on two different ones, hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell, but, you know, that's because I have a lot of makeup and I put it on, so, you know, if I couldn't tell, I feel like we'd have a problem there. But, you know, I'm just trying to set the rest of the places that we put the lip bar one on first, since I was already on that side. And now we're going to set Marc Jacobs side real quick. It shouldn't take that long. We only got to do the forehead and the chin. And the chin will be covered up, so you only see like a little bit of the under eye and the forehead. And hopefully nobody clocks me on it. Don't come in clocking me. Okay, y'all, so this is what our face is looking like. So I got 2 more battle of those to do, so I will catch up with y'all later before I leave for work. But this is what our face is looking like, so see you later. New eyes, who this? So I was playing with my Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 2 and 3 palettes, and I used the Break the Rules palette from OPV Cosmetics again, so that's what is going on with the eyes and the inner corner and all that. For the lip, I used the Olden Side Velvet lipstick. They sent me a red one in my mystery box, so I used that, and then I put the Exo Gloss from Tower 28 on top. That's what's going on with all this. So let's take a look at this face. As you can see, we still got our bronze on, our blush on. I ended up taking a highlighter from the Nest Mavericks palette, so that's what's going on that. But I feel like the face is warming up a little bit now that we've had the makeup on for a little while. I feel like this isn't as obvious that it's brighter than this side, but you know, we still out here looking nice and snatched. So I figured I'd show you since I'm about to leave. I'm leaving a little bit earlier than I expected to because I want to go get something to eat before I go get my gas and then go to work. So that's why. So this glossy lip about to be a whole hot mess, and I'm not taking the sponge with me, but thank God for masks. That's all I have to say, because I will be getting my quesarito from Taco Bell. Thank you so much. Okay, but anyway, I will check in with you all later on tonight. Like I said, I'm about to go take some, look at me, I think I'm sexy pictures, then I'm gonna go to work. But I'll see you guys at like 4 a.m. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all, so it's exactly 4 a.m. and I have finally returned. So this eye look I got on, I think I told y'all about it already, but if I didn't, let me grab a palette so we can see what my face looks like, because as usual I have not looked at it. I just turned on the camera, sat myself down, because there's always a palette around for me to pick up and look. So please ignore my shoddy lip gloss lipstick job, if you will. I just threw something on real quick to come on camera so my lips wouldn't have this weird red aqua tone to it. They have a glossy weird red aqua tone to it. So I had on a red lipstick earlier, but y'all know I ate at work, so all this happened. Let's talk about the face. I don't know what it is. I feel like on this side it just looks a little dry, but you can't see it on camera. My nose actually isn't that oily, which I'm shocked about, or my cheeks, and it was like 60 degrees outside here in Chicago today, and Chicago doesn't have spring, as Dr. Ash and I have told you. So the fact it was 60 degrees on this lovely Sunday, I was just over here like, okay, I'm here for it. Only place I really see breaking through oil is on my forehead. And if y'all remember, I have on a touch of silk canvas. Now, as far as these battles go, since we battle in the concealers, and then we battle in the setting powders, and there's one other thing we battling. See, that's why I shouldn't have to battle too many things at one time, but I really forgot. I know we battled the concealers. I know we battled the setting powders. I have on a new foundation. I can't remember what the third thing is I'm battling, so I'll probably remember in editing and probably add some into the end of that video, because yeah, I'm just trying to wait right now. Or was that it? I think they're still sitting around me, aren't they? Anyway, the under eyes both look about the same. I feel like the lip bar one is actually holding up a little bit better. I feel like I can see a little bit more darkness on the Marc Jacobs than I can under there. Now, underneath the lights, you may not be able to see it, but in person, like, I can see like the darkness under here isn't as obvious as the darkness under this eye. I feel like I've lost a little bit of the coverage under here, where under here it looks a little better to me. So I think the lip bar held up a little bit better, at least under the heat. And this first time it's really been hot, so the face powders, if y'all remember, this is the affordable side and this is the high-end side. Oh, it was bronzers I was doing. I was comparing the Fenty bronzer to the Juvia's Place bronzer. I knew it was something else I was doing. So this is the affordable side, as y'all can see, and this is the high-end side. So I feel like both the bronzers lasted really well. That's the one thing I will say did an excellent job. The setting powder over here, I feel like the Dior one is lasting better, in my personal opinion. On my skin, I think the Dior wore better, because Dior is over here, remember that. So far it looks like the lip bar is winning, Marc Jacobs is losing, Fenty and Juvia's Place are even, and Dior is beating High Glass. Now, High Glass works just fine. My only thing is I think it's because I had to have on the mask all that time, which is why it threw me off and why it's looking the way it's looking. But, you know, it's still fine with me. It's fine in my eyes. It's okay. Everything's good. So, yeah. But those are my thoughts on everything going on. I'm actually going to try this Tom Ford foundation again next week, just because I'm actually quite liking it. So I'll probably try the Tom Ford one day with the Chanel powder, and then I'll do the Chanel one again another day just to try them out, because I want to get a complexion corner ready for the end of this month. Because I know I want to do it, because I know I'm going to have a whole bunch of bronzers, blushes, and highlighters to do for next month's complexion corner, or at the beginning of like June. So I'm trying to get all the foundations and like powders out the way, because Mother's Blush is about to drop this Friday, and I'm here and ready and available. Okay, so there you go. But yeah, those are my thoughts on all these products. I'm trying to make sure I don't see any other blemishes as far as like the foundation or any of the other things that we used. I feel like my highlighter kind of disappeared, but I mean, it's still on the cheekbones, so I mean like down the nose and other places I put it. I feel like it disappeared there, but again, Could have just been the mask rubbing off, and since the mask isn't up here on the high points of my face, obviously the highlighter's still going to be there. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I have on the Vanessa Models highlighter, by the way. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed. Bye.